Hey, the big blockbuster trade, man. You got Russell Westbrook is a Houston Rocket now. CP3 is going to Oklahoma City. I think both teams won on this trade simply because Russell Westbrook, to me, has always been a two guard. Even coming out of college, coming out of UCLA, he was a two guard. He didn't play point guard. Um, and you will be a lot of people be asking, well, what does that have to do with him playing point guard in Houston? He won't play point guard in Houston. Russell Westbrook is going to be the two guard in Houston. James Harden is going to play point guard in Houston. Um, and to me, that is crazy. He's always been a great slasher. Russell Westbrook has always been a great slasher. Um, his speed and his size is really rare in the league today, and that right there is causing major problems, man. And you guarding um, arguably one of the top three one-on-one offensive players in this league now with James Harden. You got to keep Russell Westbrook in the back of your mind of what might happen. You know, off pick and roll, what might happen with this guy. He might slash. He can still hit the three, even though his percentages is not where everybody want it to be. He can still hit the three. This here is going to make this team a really good team. Uh, and on the other hand, you have Oklahoma City who gets CP3. It's CP3, people. You know, whether you want to say if he old, um, he don't move like how he used to move, man. You have a arguably one of the top point guards that ever played the game, and I said it here, man. One of the top point guards that ever played the game, and the trade before, when you traded Paul George to the Clippers, you got 5 first-round picks. You didn't get any second-round picks. You got 5 first-round picks. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I probably just destroyed that kid's name, but you got a 6'6" point guard uh, who's a pass first point guard out of Kentucky. He was a 11th overall in the first round. So I mean, this kid played pretty well in his first NBA season. This kid averaged 10 points, uh, 3 assists, almost 3 rebounds, a steal. He didn't turn the ball over a lot. He played 26 minutes, so he was out there a considerable amount of time. He's going to be playing behind Chris Paul, man. For a passing point guard to play behind a passing point guard and learn and see how they go about handling their business on the court. How they handle their business in practice. What are some of the things they're doing to get better on an everyday basis? Is big for this young player, man, and he's a very young player. He was behind Kevin Knox in the draft, and I think he had a way better season than Kevin Knox did with the New York Knicks. Uh, this then with all that being said, you got Danilo Gallinari coming to Oklahoma City, and everybody know what Danilo Gallinari is capable of doing. He destroyed my Denver Nuggets when we had Carmelo, man, and go back and forth with Carmelo Anthony. This guy was a really good player before he blew his knee out, and now he's not even a shell of himself. He still can score the ball. There's times in the playoff series this year where they went to him to score the ball and he answered the bell, and it was almost every other possession coming down the floor. So you get a guy who can score the ball, and Danilo Gallinari is a really good passer. A lot of people don't know he's a really good passer. So you get these great pieces and 5 first-round picks. You get the 21st, the 22nd, 2021st, 2022nd, 2024th, and 2026, if I'm correct, man. I just think it was a big move for both parties, man. So those teams, if you're an Oklahoma City fan, do not look down on your team. You got a really good team. You got a young point guard. You have Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? So your team. You got a really good team. You got a young point guard. You have Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? So man, keep your head up. This is gonna be a really good thing for you. You guys are going through a rebuilding stage very gracefully. You know what I'm saying? You guys did not turn into a low tier team by no means. I think this team can still compete for the playoffs. Even though the West is stacked as is, you never know until the season starts, man. Um, hey man, that's my opinion. You guys tell me what you guys like in the comments below, and